Hello, my name is Chef Curtis Duffy from Avenues Restaurant inside the Peninsula Hotel in Chicago, and welcome to the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts online. A few key points that you want to pay close attention to in today's lesson are sharp knives and safety first, the removal of the fillet down the backbone using a very sharp slicer, the removal of the skin, the removal of the pin bones, proper searing technique, the blanching and shocking of the vegetables, and last but not least is the internal temperature reading of the fish when it is fully cooked. Today we'll be preparing beautiful pan-seared salmon with seasonal vegetables and herbs. But before that, we need to properly prepare our workstation. So the first thing we want to do to properly get started is to wash our hands. We want to use warm potable water, a nice mild soap, and we want to scrub our hands for about 30 seconds outside of the stream of water. Sing a nice little happy birthday 2 or 3 times, if you will. So when we're finished washing our hands, we certainly want to dry them with some clean paper towels. We'll work over to our workstation where we can see we have a blue cutting board. In a restaurant setting, we use a multitude of colors for many different purposes. The blue one is for seafood and shellfish. We have a green one for vegetables and herbs, a red one for meat, a yellow one for poultry and fowl. What we're going to do next is secure the cutting board to the counter so it does not move on you. You can see it's very slippery right now. What we're going to do is place a damp seafold towel or paper towel underneath the cutting board to prevent it from moving. Now that our station is properly sanitized and ready to go, let's talk about something more exciting. Let's talk about some knives. I want to introduce the steel. This is used to refine your knife. As you work throughout the day, your knife will become dull. This will reline the fibers in the knife. We have the chef knife here. You'll probably use this knife more than any knife in your repertoire. We use this to cut vegetables, herbs, fruits, anything you need. We have a slicer used mainly to butcher fish or slice meats. We have a paring knife here used for a lot of different things, vegetables and smaller jobs like that. We have a vegetable peeler. Last but not least, we have fish tweezers used to remove pin bones or smaller bones throughout the fish. One of the biggest purchases you'll make early in your career is to purchase a knife. Very important that you feel very comfortable with the knives that you buy. You want to pick them up, you want to hold them, you want to feel how they feel in your hands. As a young cook, you're not so much attached to your knife, but as you grow and use them on a daily basis, you become more attached to the knife. You should be able to pick your knife up blindfolded, knowing that it's your knife, and feel very comfortable using it. The way I like to hold, particularly the chef knife, is I like to wrap 3 fingers around while using my index finger on the right side of the blade and my thumb on this side of the blade. When you go down through a vegetable that's a little bit harder than you might think, it's going to give you great stability. Holding your knife like so with your finger on the top, you can see there's no stability. It rolls, it falls. You're going to cause yourself injury that way. So the last grip I'm going to show you is wrapping your fingers all the way around the heel of the knife with your thumb on the other side. That'll give you great stability as well. Another aspect that we need to hit on is the sharpness of a knife. It's very important that we start every project with an extremely sharp knife. Safety reasons, we will introduce the steel here, which is magnetic, which will catch all the burrs from the knife when you run your blade down both sides. We do this away from the food just in case any of those burrs end up on the work surface or in the food. What we want to do is start with our knife at a 20-degree angle, and we'll run this down both sides with adding minimal pressure to it, about 4 or 5 times per side. Nice and smooth strokes. And now we're set, ready to clean the fish.